Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. We are live. Welcome, Ahmadiyya Fact Check blog on December 23rd. Excuse me. December 23rd, 2022. Today we are going to be talking about the case of Rana Luqman. There's a new update. He has confessed to what he did. So why did he confess? Brother Bauer, can you give us some commentary on this?
Thanks, brother, for having me here. Yeah, the court trial started a while ago, and you have been following this case time to time. This is admittance. He admitted that he gave a confessional statement in the court that he has been uh, trying to create pornography of minors, and he has admitted that he tried to blackmail those minors, have been chatting and cheating the minors on a few websites he named. I actually went through your uh, essay you put down on your personal blog and the Fact Check blog. He was active on Tiny Chat website, probably Omegle, and he was also active on Microsoft email, etc. So he tried to trap few girls. And I think, if I'm not wrong, is the same guy who raped a minor in, I wouldn't call it mosque, at worship place in Texas.
No, it's not the
So,
same guy.
oh, it's a different guy. Okay.
They have so many, brother. They have so many.
There are so many other countless now. Now, the thing is, why did he confess? I see behind the curtain or under the table, it looks like there is a deal. Looks like there are high profile personalities behind him who forced him to give a confessional statement. It is like the scenes looks like he's advised to pull the door, hang around here, and let us escape, let us run away. And once we run away, then we will take you out. We will help you escaping. So right now, he has given a confessional statement, and the punishment will be awarded according to your essay, probably next year, May 2023, which is reduced to half, because if he wouldn't have confessed all his criminal activities, then he could be imposed max 128 years imprisonment. And now it's going to be reduced to 60, which is max, and you can expect maybe 30, 40, depending on the judge. He has the discretion, and he will be fined probably $200,000 US dollars. That is the max. And what is going to happen? I know that this place, I think Mirza Maghfoor Ahmad, elder brother of Mirza Masroor, he has been visiting that place where he was, and I don't know who is involved, who is not, but certainly there are high profile people behind in the Jamaat who are backing him. They can easily pay chanda money, is easy money, they will pay the fine, and they have probably advised him that he should be in there. Then he would be hired probably by the fire department. He will work volunteer for them, and again his punishment will be reduced. And let's say, put it that way, 5, 10 years max, and then he comes out. They'll probably send what they have been doing. They'll do the same thing, send him back home to Rabua, that is center of such activities, and he will be involved in those activities again. That is the pattern. Unfortunately, in the West, there is no real punishment. Sorry to say that. And the same is with Nida's case. I've not heard any updates so far for a while about this case. It looks like there is another deal done with or under the table, and maybe slowly they let him step back, of saving her face, and then it looks like she's done too. So that's how Jamaat, takes steps, and that's how they do. That's how they back up the criminals, and they play around with their followers. That's all
Yeah.
I would say.
So how did he save the Jamaat by confessing?
Like I said, there might be other people involved in that. You named one person. His name is probably, what is his name? Sammy. Is he the same guy who runs his blog or YouTube channel, Ahmadi Answers? Is it the same guy?
Razi Ullah Noman.
Razi. So he was probably
Adi.
his classmate. Yeah, yeah, exactly. He graduated from the same missionary, and same school or same Jamia, whatever they call it. So I I can say if the environment is like that, he might have been involved in those activities as well, homosexuality and creating pornographies of minors. So it's most likely he might be involved in those activities. So this guy got caught in the US, and now Jamaat has a fear that if he names other people, there could be, like I said, high profile people according to them working for Jamaat, and Jamaat doesn't want to do that. They don't want to get the bad name, so they will try their best to to save this guy. They will spend money on him, and maybe they have done a deal with him under the table. They might have paid a big amount to his siblings or to his parents for this cause. And how did he agree? He agreed that way, like he got money. By the time he comes out of the jail, then he might have a big house, business established by his brothers, siblings, or parents. That's the bait he got, and now he will be behind the bars for
Yeah. So
extended
I have a
years.
question. How is it possible that a student at Jamia has their own computer that they don't have laptops at Jamia? The students they use community computers. You know, how is it possible that this guy was creating child corn? I'm gonna call it corn because the platform will get dinged by YouTube if I use that word. But he was creating child corn, and no one around him. Ansar Raza was there. He didn't notice anything. You know,
It
so
is
yeah.
it is supposed to be supervised. It's there should be a password to log in there, and it must be supervised. Is it your phone ringing? I
No,
think
I
it's
think it's
my
yours.
phone. Yeah, you probably not hearing the bell. It's a loud bell. Give me a second. Let it be over.
Yeah. So okay. So the story is, and let me unmute him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hold on. Let's wait for that to end. So the story is Rana Luqman. If he would have went to trial, he did not go to trial. There was no trial. He was sitting there awaiting trial. Trial was about to start, and so he was awaiting trial. The trial was about to start. All of a sudden, he confesses, and he confessed the same way Manibur Rahman in Texas confessed. He also would not confess. Now, in Texas, if Manibur Rahman would not have confessed, then the Qaid would have been subpoenaed. The Jamaat president would have had to go to court. The Murabi would have had to go to court. Mirza Magfur would have had to go to court. All these guys would have had to go to court. So we all know the Khalifa was in Texas just a few months ago. That's why he came to America. He said he came to open some temples. That's a lie. That was the cover. So the Khalifa went to Texas. He told that dude, "You need to confess." Now I'm hoping the victim in Texas is going to sue them uh, the same way the Catholic Church has been sued. You know, the
Mm.
Catholic Church has been sued for what they've done, which is similar. So I'm hoping, or maybe when the Khalifa was in Texas, he cut a deal with him and said, "Hey, don't sue us." He's going to admit to it. He's going to go to jail. That should be it. So let's see what happens. Then the Khalifa from Texas went to Maryland, which is very close, and he probably sent a Murabi to go see him and told him you need to confess. So that is the story. I think in April we're going to get sentencing. So let's see. Let's see what kind of sentence he gets. What other comments do you have, brother?
Yeah, same happened, but in case of their MP who got charged for the sexual assault in UK, he they didn't make any deal with the court. He didn't do make any confessional statement there. So a lot of things came up what he was doing, and a lot of things people came to know. So now they got a lesson. They are adapting this way. They are doing in a different way. Like the the accused should confess, give a admittance, confessional statement, and save other people, as many people as you can, because Jamaat is getting bad name. Morally, they are destroyed. Ethically, they are destroyed. Even religiously, education-wise, we see nothing. They don't have nothing on them. So now, because of social media, they are exposed very much, and we were told in the beginning in our childhood that this is a ilahi Jamaat. We are different from other people. We don't do anything bad. But look at this, how the Jamaat is being exposed, how the incidents we come to know that what's happening. And this word pornography, once even their Khalifa was addressing in a gathering, and
Pornographies.
it came out of his mouth unpurposely, unintentionally said, "You guys keep watching, you can watch pornography." So that's amazing, man. That's their situation, their condition at this stage. We can say
So the
that
Khalifa knows. He knows what MDs are doing. He's got all the reports.
exactly. So that word, is familiar with that word. So he used that word uh, in a free time, like you watch pornography doing the instead of reading books, instead of doing this, you guys watch pornography. So he knows that.
Nay, nay. He said, internets and pornographies.
Yeah, exactly. So during Tahir era, you see when he was caliph, and the Murabbis, they were served with the wine. They had their own wine manufacturing plant there in Rebwa. Murabbi Amr Bari told us, and they were served wine every night before going to bed. So what you expect when they go as missionary to different places? How would they spread Amdir or Qadianism if they were served with wine every night before going to bed?
Well, forget about the wine, brother. They got the homeopathy. That's
Exactly.
that's alcohol. Is so every MD rabbi has a bottle of alcohol in his house that he uses to mix the homeopathy. And you know, when people aren't looking, he probably takes a shot real quick. You know,
Homeopathy was a cover actually. They where did he do the course? How did he get that certification or degree from? What school? What college? I don't know. He used to practice as a homeopathic doctor, Mirza Tahir, and that was a cover for that stuff he
for
used
getting
to.
drunk.
Yeah, to get in front. Yeah,
Getting drunk and londevas to hey, let's have a party. So
yeah,
that's the partying that these guys are doing. They're all drunk. None of their salat counts for anything. None of their temples mean anything. Um, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah. He's confessed to everything. Um, and now we're moving on. And you know his brother is also a rabbi in Mexico.
How's brother? Masroor's brother?
No, Rana Luqman,
Oh,
the Murabi who got caught. His
You
brother is
can.
also a Murabi.
Oh, the two brothers, same genes, same blood, same DNA.
Well, no, here's what happened. Something happened. They blamed one person and said, you take the blame for everyone.
Yes.
Well, really, all the Jamia students at Canada, Jamia Canada, are all into um, bad moral sexual behavior. They're all into it. It all comes from Rabwa.
Yeah. That has been center of those activities. Back in during um, their second so-called Caliph Bashiruddin Mahmud, that is has been the hub of those activities. He was also homosexual. He was actually bisexual, and he was also involved. Those who were supposed to teach them the morality, the ethics, the manners, they were by themselves they were involved in those activities, criminal activities, and this is the result. Now they are getting those missionaries. They are involved in those types of things. They don't think that in the West they will get caught. So dearly they do that, and at the end, what happens? One person has to sacrifice. You have to
Mm.
sacrifice, like you said, for others. So come up and confess it. Let the others escape. Give them a passage. Let them run away. And later on, we will recover you. Don't worry. That's how it works.
They're like, hey, your brother already works for us.
Yeah.
We're gonna slide him the money. He'll hold it for you. Give it to
Yeah.
your mom or something. Um, so there's many ways, brother. There's many ways for them to wash the money, steal the money.
Money
I was
works.
reading. In 1939, they gave the Khalifa 300,000 rupees as a gift.
Hmm.
Hello, Allah. Why? Because they said his
Easy.
25 years of Khilafat in 1939, his 25 years of Khilafat had happened.
That was a huge amount that time, and
And
easy money.
300,000 rupees in 1939, brother. And this was British currency because it was British India.
Oh, yeah, we weren't independent then. Yeah.
I don't remember if the currency, what if there was an exchange rate. I doubt there was an exchange rate. If you're in the British Empire, is one coinage. So actually, I'm not sure, but that's a
Hmm.
lot of money to
That's
just
a lot
give
of
the
money.
Khalif. Here, you know.
Chanda money. Easy money.
No, this was on the side of Chanda. Chanda is
Oh,
still coming.
okay.
Chanda payments are still going on. Here's an extra 300,000, and they always lie and say one person already gave 100,000 just to make the poor people pay. So I think they said Zafar Lahan already gave 100,000, just so other people will say, "Oh, take our nickels, take our pennies," you know. They even have the nerve, the audacity to say that women paid for their first Germany temple, their first UK temple. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. And why would you take money from women anyways?
Right.
Women barely have anything. You're taking their jewelry. You know what I
Right.
mean? How sick is that? That's literally all they have, and you're going for that. So all of this goes back to Rabwa. And from Rabwa, before Rabwa, it all goes back to Qadian.
Hmm.
That's where it all started. But talking about Rabwa, I've said this many times. The Punjab government needs to shut it down, cancel the lease, make them move. And I'll tell you the reason, because of the graping. And I'm not going to say the word because I put the G in front of it. There's a lot of graping going on in Rabwa. And we don't have a problem with if someone's LGBTQ. You could be whatever you want, but the graping is a problem. Don't
Yes.
grape someone, even if you are that. We have a problem when you take advantage of people and grape them. Look at Afzal Bal and what he confessed to,
Hmm.
and he didn't even go into the details. But this is what the environment is. And I'll tell you, in America, there was a similar environment. The splinter Mormons, not the ones in Utah, the ones in Missouri, they still believe in polygamy.
Hmm.
And their prophet got arrested. He got 10 wives who were 12 years old or like 15 years old. It's a sex cult. So they arrested their prophet. So that's what we need to happen to the Ahmadiyya movement. Shut down Rabwa, shut down the hospitals. Those hospitals, they make money personally off those hospitals. Those aren't community hospitals. Those aren't for the it's private.
Yeah, but they call
So
it a charity hospital. They say it's a charity. It's not
it's all a
charity.
lie.
They moved to the West, and West actually, the West is seeing their real face now, their colors. They are showing their colors here too, which they didn't know before. Now they know what type of people they are. And while Rabua, that lease should be cancelled, and I agree, they are buying more lands around Rabua now because they now, if the lease is once cancelled, they should have some place there to live, and they are buying lands in different housing societies around Rabwa. I came to now. So yeah, that's the situation, brother. That's the it. Actually, Qadianism. There is no way we can allow them in Pakistan. Free activities are live freely. They don't accept Pakistan constitution. They don't obey our laws. Everything. And either we make a Qadiani free state. Pakistan is supposed to be Qadiani free state. They have been struggling to uh, take a land or steal some land. At least they can show that after a century we have some land where we can say Ghulam Ahmad school of thought. The people practice in that land or in that state. The basic thing for a state is you should have a for a caliphate is you should have a land or a state. They have neither land nor state, and they call themselves caliphate. That is the basic thing. You should have
Oh,
at least some land. You
they're
can show
trying to
them.
get it.
Yeah.
They're trying to get their own state. They even made a flag. You know the flag, Lawaya Ahmadiyya, that looks like the U.S. flag because
Yes.
it looks exactly the same. That was
They,
made in 1939. So if they ever do get a country, they already got a flag.
yeah. They involved other institutions as well. Even in Pakistan, they got help military officials, but they couldn't succeed. They couldn't get their land. They still focus on that land, Balochistan, Quetta. They
Right.
want that land. So
Brother,
at least they
brother,
can.
they've been given every opportunity to succeed. They still failed.
Hmm.
During the a controversy with Dowie, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad was mentioned in like 70 newspapers or 40, 50 newspapers. No one converted. No one. No one cared. Even now, they got congressmen. They got the guy from the State Department show up to the Jalsa. No one converted. They got national news coverage. No one converted. They got the Khalifa. He came to America. No one converted. He went to Zion. He went to Dallas. He went to Maryland. No converts. So this is what I'm saying. When you have a business who's been given every opportunity to succeed and they still fail, what are we to say, brother? What are we to say? They're just a failure.
Hmm.
Um, so that's the story. What else do you have, brother?
Yeah, I would say the new generation now who's brought up here in the West, they are so fed up of Qadianism. Honestly, I think I'm not supposed to say that. We use a proverb in Persian language, "Nakle kufr kufr na bashe." If I imitate a kafir, I don't become a kafir. So what is going on now? I asked a child, his parents are Ahmadi. I in their presence I asked him if you pay chanda, and he what he did honestly I don't know, I'm so sorry. My apology if the women are watching. He said yes, I the middle finger I gave him this. So the new generation, they are so fed up. They work hard here in the West and they make some money. It is so hard to save money in this country. In the West, we work in the US, in Canada. Our children do odd jobs. We are immigrants here. We're establishing. And the new generation, they are totally fed up of this cult, and I don't think they will survive for a long time. No, they're declining, declining, and declining, going downward. I don't see, I don't see them. Their graph is going up or no, it's going downward, and it is going opposite downward.
Yeah,
That's
and
all I want to say, brother. You can carry on. You can. I think you have other topic, so you will cover it. I just wanted to take part in this show, brother, in your show. Thank you so much for having me, and I will watch your rest of the show. Thank you.
sounds good, brother. And I'm gonna keep it short, anyways. Under 30 minutes. Just my last few announcements are um the West Coast Joseph Solana is going on. They announced that in America, they've bought the AdWords on Google to where if anyone searches up "How do I become a Muslim," the first hit is the Ahmadiyya movement. Right? So listen, no one converted. They've had this advantage 3 years, a few years. No one converted on Google Play and in different app stores. Their fake Quran translation shows up first. They
Yes.
set it up. So remember, now they're like, well, how do we use social media and technology to trick people? How do we go and trick some Muslims? So they tried this, and now they're doing that. None of it worked. Nothing worked. Everything they did, they have 50 Murabbies in America. No one's converting anyone. So it's good news. The West Coast Jalsa, I saw maybe 200 men and children,
Oh.
maybe 200. 200 don't even fit in the hall. Maybe at the max 300, right? And half of those are guests.
Mm.
So no one's showing up. The kids are done with it. It's so stringent. You can't make any money. They see if any MD makes money, in order we'd say a lale jo jandi. They
Ah,
see an MD make money and they say, oh, that's our money.
right.
That's you didn't make it. You made it for me. So first give me my cut from net. They don't cut from gross, they cut from net. Total. All right.
Exactly.
So it's all over. It's gonna be game over. The kids are fed up. Some desi moms, desi women, oh, they're trying that their kids do wakfe. No, they're trying to make them do this and do that. They're praying that their kid becomes an amdi. Not gonna happen. The
No.
kid's gonna grow up. They don't want to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that is the program today. Within 30 minutes, Rana Luqman has confessed. You heard the facts. And with that, assalamu alaikum and peace out.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.